There we go. Okay. I think you can hear me. I'm hoping you can hear me. How's it going today? I have lost all of my screens for my lovely little Facebook Live here. Like, I can't even see if anybody's online because my okay, let me see. My overlays window is there. I don't have like my comments screen. You guys, today is just killing me. Okay, so while I try and figure that out, I'll start chatting away a little bit here. But yeah, I can't see my comments. So I'm feeling a little sad right now. But I hope you guys can hear me. Yeah, this is really bizarre. I can't find it. It's like gone. It was there literally when I went live just a minute ago, and now the whole thing is totally all gone. So that really messes a lot of stuff up for me because I can't see who's commenting. Oh wait, I think I found it. Oh my gosh. Yay, Corey's here. Woo! Okay, I found it. Oh my gosh, that was 5 types of interesting right there. How's it going today? It's my birthday. It's time to party. I am 43 years old and it's awesome, and I am proud to talk about how old I am. So today, I know I was gone last week. I was hoping I was going to be able to do a live. I did not schedule one because I really wasn't sure if it was going to be able to happen. But, so I was invited to speak at Building Community, which is the travel bloggers conference that happened over in Clear Lake, Iowa. And that was super awesome. And I got lots of new people that I met, and we talked about all sorts of stuff. So actually what my presentation was on was about blogging for SEO, and it was catered a little bit differently. I had to actually cater that discussion towards both travel bloggers and toward the travel and tourism community. So there you have it. And I'm turning off notifications because I just realized that I forgot to do that. So I'm going to turn those off right now. But yeah, so I did that last week. So it was from 10:30 to 11:30, so I didn't get to come on live. And but I'm here today, and there's lots of fun things that have happened other than it being my birthday and we're going to celebrate. But one thing, if you guys are in the Omaha area and you have a little bit of time on Friday from 11 to 1 at Karma Coffee, I'm going to be there for speed networking. So if you are interested in meeting some people around the Omaha area, we've got that. And also I'm going to put over in the comments a quick link to a page on my site that's called whatsbrewingnow.com. And if you go over there, you're able to kind of see a little bit of information about all the cool stuff that we're doing. And you can always check that out at any time. Remember, if you want to be notified when I'm going live, if you type live in the comments, you're actually able to see, you'll get like a little messenger pop up from A Cup of Content, and it'll ask you, are you sure? If you really are sure you want to get some notifications about when we go live, type coffee. So, but what I need you to do now, whether you're watching live or watching the replay, you can type in live in the comments, and my coffee bot will come and talk to you for just a very brief moment. And I only come live about once a week, so I'm not going to spam your Facebook Messenger inbox. So there you have it. So, yeah, so that, also kind of exciting news. I'm going to be on a podcast that's going to be coming out, I think either this month or early next month. So, you should head over to your favorite, podcasting platform and go search for, it's the membership guys, but it's not their podcast. It's Behind the Membership is what it's called. And I'm going to be on a podcast with them talking about A Cup of Content, what it's like to have a membership platform like A Cup of Content. So it was really fun, and I'm hoping that lots of good things will come out of that for me. So now that I've chatted a little bit, let's get started with what we're going to talk about today. First thing I want to share with you is show my scenes window. I'm going to head over, I'm going to show you. You should right now be able to see my screen. And what I'm on right now is on Hootsuite. And this is kind of a cool thing. So for those of you who use Hootsuite and for scheduling your social media, and let's talk a few things about that. First of all, when you're scheduling your social media, you want to make sure that if you are scheduling things for Facebook, that you're actually scheduling them inside the Facebook platform, because Facebook just likes that, and they actually give your stuff more traction when you schedule it within Facebook. And really, it's a matter of just simply going to your page. Let's do that right now. I will do that. No promises on what is happening with my current Facebook page that you might see right now. Excuse me. So if you head over there and you write out your fun little post, blah, 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 do whatever you want to do. At the bottom here where it says publish, there is that little drop down where you can hit schedule. And so you can schedule that in the future. Facebook prefers that you would do it within Facebook's platform, and they will give you more traction with your posts if you do that. And always make sure that you remember to go over to the insights of your page. I'm going to leave that. If you go to the insights of your page and you if you head over to posts, which is on the left side of the screen there, you click on posts and you're able to actually scroll over and see where your followers for your page are online. And typically what I advise people is try to hit like a slide up in interaction. So on Wednesdays, I probably would want to post at about 11, is that about 11 o'clock right there? Because it's kind of a slide up to a peak in when people are online. And so you're going to notice that it's different about every day. And it's been changing a lot. People, I think now that we're gauging into summertime and springtime, people are outdoors. My times I've noticed have changed quite a bit. So like for example, on a Friday night, I want to post at 6 o'clock to get that big slide up, right? And it's pretty consistent across all of the platforms. LinkedIn is a little bit different, but just so you know, that's where you can go and look. And so make sure you schedule within Facebook's platform. The other thing I want to advise you to do before I move over to Hootsuite again is make sure that you are utilizing Facebook and Instagram stories. Even if you're just posting it maybe once a week, get in the habit of doing that, because I was trying to look and see where mine's at here. But anyway, but you can do it both on your desktop and on your phone. But Facebook will actually give you more traction of your organic posts if you use Facebook stories and if you use Instagram stories. So your stuff will be seen more when you use stories. So that's something else to think about. Remember, those stories only last 24 hours, and it's very much like Snapchat, because they're using Snapchat because Snapchat wouldn't sell to them. So anyway, okay, so that's enough about the scheduling thing, but let's go over to Hootsuite and talk about that scheduling thing. They have now been able to make it so that you can full-blown schedule your Instagram posts with using Hootsuite. So that's what's super cool. And so you can see all of your scheduled posts here for that platform. And you can also, this is the new thing that they just came out with, you can actually schedule your posts to Pinterest. So those of you who are using Hootsuite, that's kind of a game changer. Now you can use Hootsuite on their free platform, but you only get 3 social channels to post to. So, you could use your Instagram, you could use your Pinterest, and you could use like Twitter or whatever. But if you want to do LinkedIn, then it's another issue and all that. So if you want to stick with the free part of it, and I totally understand that, if you want to stick with the free part of it, you can also schedule your posts out in Twitter. So Twitter does have that functionality that you can schedule in Twitter. So you schedule in Facebook, and you schedule in Twitter, and then you could come over here and you could schedule Hootsuite, you can schedule Instagram and Pinterest and LinkedIn, for example. You can also schedule like your Google stuff as well. So that's something to think about. But if you want to keep it on the free platform, then you would want to kind of go a couple places to make your scheduled post. However, Hootsuite does only charge, I think it's like $10 a month or so for their premium plan. And so I might be wrong on that, and you may have to correct me if some of you know differently. I am on a $9.99 a month plan, but I've been in it for about 4 years. So that's why I might be grandfathered into a different price point. So let me show you pretty much how that works. Is basically, you can find your fancy picture to share, whether or not I want to share like, the little Facebook Messenger thing I just sent out. I could share that. I can type my post in here, and then I simply go over to my profile and find a couple of contents, Instagram post, and that's kind of a little thing I've noticed with it is that they kind of here, I got to move something out of my screen way because it's right in the way. There we go. Okay, so what I have noticed about when I when I'm doing scheduling posts, if you move your cursor outside at all, see how I moved it outside and it didn't disappear, but sometimes it does. It's really bizarre. So I'm in here. I've already set up my direct publishing. I'm just going to close that little window. See, there it went. And then I can just go ahead and say I want this to schedule out tomorrow, and I want it to go at 9 o'clock in the morning or whatever, and then I just hit schedule, and it's going to schedule it for me, and it pushes it straight out to my Instagram profile, which is super cool. So that's something to think about. And because I don't want that to go out for real, I'm just going to delete it. But that's how you do it. It's super easy, and so that's kind of a fantastic thing. The other thing I was going to show you is the Pinterest aspect of it. And so what you can do, let me show you. I'm going to go over to Facebook here, go over to my website, and I'm going to go to my blog. And what you can do is I'm going to go to oops, already was there. So what I can do is I can take my most recent blog post, and I can go to my Pinterest page because I don't think I have actually put this on Pinterest yet. Okay, and so they've changed the layout of Pinterest if you're familiar. And I mean, I think that Pinterest is a great place for pretty much everybody to be using. Realtors like Corey, anybody, Pinterest is a great platform for you guys to be using. And it actually is a good driver of traffic to your website. I've noticed, I haven't posted hardly anything on my Pinterest page in probably a couple weeks, but I have gone up in my monthly views by about 50 people. So my monthly views kind of keep going up, and the more that I post, more frequently I post, the better it is. And so they do have on here like your featured boards. You can choose what you want for a featured board. You do have to have the business Pinterest profile, and that's something that it's pretty simple to set up. But so I'm going to go over to my boards, and I'm going to take a look at my blog. So I do have one here that I call From the Blog, and what I do is I post my main image of my blog to this. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to schedule that out. So for example, I'm going to go back over here. Here it is. Here's that. I'm going to copy that link. I'm going to go over to Hootsuite. Oh, hey, didn't I delete that? Yeah, I'm sure I want to delete. Well, let's refresh it. Maybe that's what it needs. That's the other thing I've noticed about Hootsuite is it's a little funky. Like, there we go. So it did do that. Now the thing, remember how I showed you up here where you could schedule to Instagram? If I search for my Pinterest account, it's not there. And that's the other thing that's kind of a little irritating. I can't add, I haven't figured out how to add a stream yet that includes my Pinterest. So that's something else that kind of is a little bit weird for me right now that I'm a little kind of frustrated with because I don't get to see exactly what's going on. So what I'm going to do is up here at the top, they have a little drop down, and then what it says is new pin. So I can click on that, and I can select what board I want to pin to. Oh, let's see here. So I got to go scroll down, and I find, okay, Corey. Yeah. Oh, thanks, man. Corey's giving me some kudos over there. So thanks, Corey. Have a good day. But from the blog, so I'm going to click on from the blog, and then I'm going to post my link over here, and it will actually kind of auto-populate and give me a little bit of a view over here of what this is going to look like. And so what I can do is, it's not really giving me some options here. And see, I haven't done this yet, so this is kind of a good thing for all of us to see that it does have a little bit of, oh yeah, so it wants me to actually full-blown attach an image. Okay, so I'm going to go and find that image. That was from, it should be right there. Okay, there we go. All right, so now I've got that. And so I did a horizontal image. Now, what the cool thing about this is if you do make some of these in Canva, you're actually, and you have their fancy paid for account, which is about $120 a year, I could go and I could find that image. And I got to figure out where I might have that image at. But let me show you at least with another one that I have. All right, so let's go into this one. What I can do is I've, made these things. And what I can do is I can go to resize, and I can say that I want a Pinterest graphic size, and I hit abracadabra resize, and then what it's going to do is it's going to resize that image into a Pinterest graphic for me, and then I can just kind of slightly, readjust everything that I'm doing with that. Let's see, let's make that a little bigger. So I can do all sorts of fun stuff with that. So, and if I wanted to, I can make my logo a little bit bigger and what have you. So you can make all sorts of different things. So I could download this, and then I could go back to Hootsuite, and then I can actually upload that with there. And they've even got it where you can sync it with your Creative Cloud account too. So that's pretty sweet. So. And then what I can do is I can put a description in here about that. So if I go back to my, oops, there we go. Oh, okay, here we go. Let me go over here, and I can copy like the first paragraph of my post, and I could put it over here, and I might have to adjust it a little bit. I'm going to put a period in there, and it tells me how many characters I have left in there. And so now that, and then it gives me the preview over here of what it's going to look like. Okay, and so what I can do now is down at the bottom left, they've got a publish area, and you can choose to post it right now, or you can schedule it. So if I want to say that I want to schedule it, and I want it to go out today, but I want it to go out at maybe like, I don't know, say 2 o'clock. So let's do 2 o'clock. Okay, I'm going to set that, and then over at the bottom right, I'm going to move over and I'm going to click schedule. And so that's going to get scheduled out. Okay, now the problem that I have with this, as you can see, is I can't see it in my Hootsuite account. And and if someone has figured that out yet, because I have not, unless I have to go in here and actually create like create a new tab, but I can't do that. Like there's just no way that I have found yet. And like I said, if somebody has figured that one out, I'm going to have to play with it a little bit more, but I'm not able to actually see that in my streams. However, when I do go over into my publisher, I can see it there. And that's where if you do make a mistake, you can edit that. What I like about this too is I can see it at a mass level. Okay, so if that makes sense, I can see all of the things that I have scheduled. And so I can go in and I can be like, oh, there's my Pinterest pin, and I could click on it and I could edit it. Okay. But this is kind of the little trick that I have learned, and I teach about this quite a bit. I know, isn't this awesome, Melissa? Okay, yeah. See, I always like to kind of see what I have scheduled, so that's just kind of a preference, thing. So, but at least you know where to find it if you realize that you make a mistake and you want to go back and fix it. So there, you can do that there. So now that I've got that there, and this is something I teach in a cup of content too, is what I do on every single every time I have a header, I create a graphic for that header. So stop being something you're not. This is the right value first content. And so I've got a couple of different images that I've made. This is probably not the best example because I didn't get all of them made, but usually for every single header that I have, I create an image for it. So then I've got multiple ways that I can schedule different pins on Pinterest for the same blog post, but I could schedule it in different ways. So if I want to use this create value first content, I could go back up here, copy that, go back over to Hootsuite, click on the new pin, put the URL in there. I always forget that I'm over. There we go. And then, so this is about, what was this one? Value first content. Okay. So maybe for my board, I might want to go in here and be like, well, I want that do I want in the content marketing or content writing? So maybe it's the content marketing one that I want to apply it to. And so I can do that. And then I can go back and I can upload that image. Okay, there it is. Okay, so now I've got my image, and then I could go back and I can pull some information about that. So so I could pull that little section right there and use that for my pin. Okay, learn more on our blog, on this blog post. Okay. And the other thing too is they're starting to allow for a little bit more of hashtag usage. And so I could put, throw a hashtag in there so that, people could see that. And then you can see that I have 247 characters left to use. So I'm within their 500. And now I can, again, go over to the bottom, click on a scheduled date. So I already had that other one going out this afternoon. Maybe tomorrow I'm going to make another one go out at about, say, 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to set that one bottom right, click schedule, and then now I got it. So that's just like a little something that you can do. So now, whoops, oh, there we go. Let me refresh the screen here, and then it should show tomorrow that I've got this pin scheduled to go out. So that's what's super cool about that, and that's what makes me really happy. Now, the second thing I want to talk about today, beyond being able to schedule on Pinterest or being able to schedule Pinterest and Instagram on Hootsuite, is Facebook ads. So Facebook ads, next week in a Cup of Content's private membership, we're actually going to have a 5-day challenge where we're going to do a Facebook ads 101 course. And we are going to, it's going to be a 2-part course. So there's going to be one this next week, and then in June we'll also have one as well, but it will be like step 2. So we're going to actually talk about how, kind of a crash course into Facebook ads, because a lot has changed. There's been some statistics kind of floating around the internet saying that the cost of a Facebook ad has increased by about 43% in the last quarter. And yeah, you can spend a percentage or a statistic any way you want, as we all know, but the cool thing is that you have to know how to do it the right way. And I've been doing some really in-depth studies and some learning on my own, and I've got some things that I'm going to be sharing in my group, but we're going to be having two different things that we'll be doing. We're going to be looking at, I know, isn't it awesome, Melissa? I'm so excited. So we're going to talk about doing a like campaign, And then we're also going to be doing an actual full-blown 4-part funnel campaign. So, and the reasoning for that is you need to have an audience to kind of promote something to. So we're going to work with that first, and then we're going to move into this 4-part series of a funnel. I'm going to break it down. It's going to be really easy to implement. And we're going to talk a lot about audiences. But one thing I did want to share publicly today is that you can actually take your email list, and you can actually upload that email list into your Facebook ad, and you can create what's called a lookalike audience. And I think that is really going to be a fantastic way for a lot of us smaller businesses to be able to find people who are just like our current customers and clients. And so to be able, so that's really cool. We're actually going to be covering about how to do that inside our membership. So now is a great time, if you haven't already, to sign up for a free trial. So we're going to have lots of interesting things going there. But that's one little piece of content I wanted to share with you is about, I know, right? So it's about how that you can actually take your MailChimp list or your active campaign list, whatever. You can take that, you can import it into your Facebook ad and say that I want to create a lookalike audience of people that look just like these people. And those are the kinds of people that I want to attract. So what's cool about that is, you could almost kind of segment your own list before you even start. And you could be like, all right, I'm going to put all these people into a segment because they're my best customers. And I want more people exactly like them. So you could take that, create a lookalike audience in your Facebook ad, and start targeting more specifically and getting better bang for your buck. So, like I said, if you want more specifics on that, it's a great time to join the trial. And I'm going to switch back out of the screen here so you can see more of me. But if you want to do that, you can actually go to, you can type, actually you can't type it. You can go to What's Brewing Now. I guess it's over there, what'sbrewingnow.com, and you're able to actually see where the free trial is and things like that. But it's a great time. It's a 14-day free trial. You don't have to put in any money, any credit card or anything in order to check out our trial. I did have a couple people join the trial that I didn't know because my website wasn't sending emails, but I've got that fixed now. So, so it's a great time to join the trial. And again, just a couple recap things that you're able to schedule Pinterest and Instagram on Hootsuite now, which is super awesome bonus. You can create lookalike audiences based off of your current email marketing list. And, oh, hey, thanks, Doug. He's telling me happy birthday. But those things, and then the Facebook lookalike audience. And if you want to get in on the free trial and check out what it's like, we're going to give that Facebook 101 course. Now is the perfect time to do it. And another reminder too, if you subscribe to Behind the Membership over on your favorite podcast place, I'm going to be a guest on that podcast here in the next probably couple weeks. So it's very exciting. And I'll of course be sharing it with you guys. So that's all I have for today. It's my birthday, and I'm going to party like it's my birthday. And remember, if you want to get updates with when we go live, it'll be each Wednesday at 11:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. You just have to type live into the comments, and my coffee bot will take care of you. That's all I got for today. I'm going to go enjoy myself, and hopefully my birthday presents will arrive on my front porch very soon. So have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.